Much better. So now we do one jump, then the next time H direction is set, do something. And we can't handle that yet. I guess we should have done this break. It causes us to get here. No, this is way too difficult. Oh, that's... Listen to this music. I'll probably get a warning for copyright stuff, but I have to let you hear this for a bit. So I was listening to this, just a little fragment. Ah, fuck yeah. That's my kind of music. Yeah. YouTube will turn off my audio. Well, hey, I wasn't saying anything anyway. Okay. Some is XDY0 and I can't type. Sometimes it's annoying that I can't read my keys because they eroded away. Well, not all of them, but the A, D, S, F, and the E, they're all not readable because I have acid coming from the fingertips of my left hand, it seems. Right hand is never that bad. Or maybe it's because the right hand is on the mouse a lot, so the left hand is just always on the keyboard. Anyway. W is X. Oh shit. Oh shit. What did I type in? No. What? I just made a load of changes and I have to undo and then it says already on the oldest change. What a redo. Already new. So this file wasn't changed. Next doesn't do anything. Okay. No, whatever. Undo. Redo. Already new change. I have no idea which key I pressed. It was a single key and I lost everything I did. You gotta be fucking kidding me. No, this is where I copied it from. This is where I copied it from. This is the file that it was changing. It is changed here. Nobody gets it. Okay, next one. I have LW, that becomes Y. That's the evaluation is not talking about W though. Let's not do that here. Does anyone know? Can you play music on Discord without being muted and banned and all whatnot because of copyright? Or Twitch. So I'm getting sick that I can't play music here. I think the music that I'm listening to is an important part of the coding. Yeah. In my younger years, I was a radio pirate without advertisements, by the way. Just broadcasting on the radio. It was actually an extension of my electronics hobby. So I was chatting with people, with friends over the radio. But then, of course, you also played music. Yeah. That should do it. Complete pointless switch from W and L to X and Y. So I did not use this product because it's only used here. Okay. For the problem, that is, not for the cubic. Some W, so not used. It's used down there. No, the rest is used for the problem. I was just wondering if some other video broadcast service doesn't check on copyright. I think I replaced cubic with coefficients. Or what the hell? This should be the evaluation of the polynomial itself. So I guess just I don't know. Let's do the operator. Just call this thing here. It should work. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, if I could rent a server, you mean? Yeah, that would work. Because isn't it like super costly? Let's say I want to be able to stream HD video to at least 10 people. That would already cost quite a lot, I think. It compiled, yay. What was I doing? No clue what I was doing. Something is wrong though. This is the function, well, no, a function, right? And then we have 1 and 2. And I don't know where the second one is, to be honest. Mine is 19. Okay, so it's just way. I have to make the. What kind of shitty function is this? Anyway, then we do it again, and then it starts 1 higher to there apparently. Not 1.5 by 2.5. Jump to -40. Okay, jumps to -40. Yeah, actually it looks good. Yeah. I didn't get this at first, but it looks good. Considering -40 is the other point. So the red one is a problem that goes through the thing at -40. Up there. Far to the left. And the whole thing is a third degree polynomial, so that is a perfect fit. And then we have 2 of those. Yay. I was going to generate random functions for this good test. So now I have two functions, and well, we can iterate over them. What to do? Function L. Nothing is now hard-coded. I guess the easiest way is to just generate a random one here. Every time I create a new function, it's a new random function. And I want to create it from I think known minimum and maximum points. Let's think about this. I need again a random engine. Let me pass the engine to this, and of course I can't remember that, so I'll just have to spy on this one. It does a lot of random stuff. So my engine is zip. That's the engine, okay. Let's make this, put this in main, just like here. And I'm going to pass the engine to the constructor function. So I have only one engine. And the engine is that thing, to function. Oh. Constructeur. And I suppose I have to pass it as a reference. Now we have the engine, okay. And then I need a few distributions. I can put the distributions in here. Just make them static cons expression. That should work, right? C plus 20. So we make a uniform real distribution for W0, say, well, both W's between whatever and whatever. Nah, I don't know, man. Minus 20, plus 20. Need a header for all of that. Let's see if this compiles. Do I mean using cons expression? Probably not. No, I think this stupid uniform the distribution itself cannot even be cons, I think. If you no, it has internal data for some reason. Don't ask why. That okay, so it will not compile. It would be nice if I had added a I'm an idiot. Can't even do that. Well, actually you can do that if it's a cons expression, but I should add a name. Let's call this dist for now. Yes, whatever. Expected parameter decorator. What? I don't know. Let's just try braces. Not sure if that makes a difference, but you never know. Maybe the error changes. Yeah, const expression rel cannot have non-literal type. So it's a non-literal type. Basically, you cannot make a const expression of that. Yeah, okay. So let's not make it anything. I just waste some memory. Put a new one in every function. Ridiculous. Could also put it outside and then pass it to the function, but I refuse to do that. I could make it static, I guess, because the whole thing is single-threaded anyway. Okay, enough bubbling. We don't do this. I'm going to initialize it in the initialize list, however. And yeah, this not, but we'll see. Compile. Good. That compiles at least. So let's say the leftmost value is well, between -20 and 20. And that one as well. But yeah, I want, of course, this one to be smaller than that one. So if that failed, if instead maximum is less than minimum, then we just swap them. And then the starting point is that's it. It's just nonsense to put it here, I think. Just make it local. So those are the edges of my graph, and then this is the starting point. So I want to start, of course, somewhere where it is visible. So within those within the range that is being drawn. And then I want to have 2 points that are not exactly, well, definitely not on the edge. So let's say at least 10% or exactly 10%. I mean, these things are already random, so I might as well, let's say from 10% from the edge till the center, and the other one is from the center till 10% from the other edge. And those are then the points where the extremes happen. I don't know which, I'll just call it extreme. So you have a double extreme left extreme is the left extreme dist engine, yay, and then the right extreme, right dist engine. And let's make these things. So this then is from that plus 0.1 times that. That's 10% from the edge. 0.5 times that plus that. That's halfway. Hello Devon, yes. And this then is from halfway till 10% from the other edge. Normally you should declare stuff as close to where it is being used as possible. So it's being used here, and therefore I declare it there. But come on, you have to agree that this is better readable. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Now, I also need to pick some vertical value for these things. Let's make another distribution for that. So the height, I'm gonna call that L. The L dist is between, let's say, wouldn't mind if it has more or less the same values as this. The Y naught values. And then I mean, anything goes, so why not this? And then let's define them. So it's the L value. Let's say the left L value of the extreme, the L value of the left extreme. And I want to have the derivatives. Now, the derivatives of nasty values, I better generate an angle and then calculate the derivative from that, I think. So we need a derivative that gives me an angle between plus and minus something that goes to almost half a pi. Well, not almost half a pi. Let's say, I don't know, 4/5. No, I do not know. Let's call this the slope dist. So I have a pi, well it has a color so it exists. And then I want to have how much is that? So 4/5 of that, so that is 4/10 of that. 0.4 times that, yeah, and then with the minus sign till the plus sign. That would be the angle in radians relative to the x-axis. So then my derivative, the left derivative, or the derivative of the left extremes, sorry, extremes are, the slope in the extreme is 0. There's nothing to generate. So I'm going to work. That is going to work, but it's not really what I wanted actually. In the end I wanted to catenate a load of these things. Then it would be more fun to do that with an arbitrary slope. But okay, let's set them to 0 for now, because then there are really extremes. The derivative of the right extreme on type 0.0, and then again initialize my cubic with my new function. Initialize left extreme, LLE, TLE, and then the right extreme and the LR and the DRE. And now my cubic has been initialized. How is that going to look? Will it compile? 90%. Yeah. Okay, so gradient descent, and we have liftoff. So apparently it generated minus 3.9 and minus 3, and then one extreme is put here and the other extreme is put there. And then this is our starting point. And this is the generated cubic. Yeah, well, okay. And another one. Random 30-degree polynomials with random starting points. We can make a lot of those. Just for fun. Test is, let's make 100. Let's see what happens. We'll never see one that does not have extremes this way, right? I mean, this one is... yeah, it's a good question actually. Looks like it doesn't have an extreme, but I think the 2 points are just super close together here. Suppose we want to have a 30-degree polynomial that looks like this. Never horizontal. How would I have ever generated that from something with that always has 2 points where the derivative is 0? So that's why it's not a good idea to do that. Instead, I should just generate the slope, I think, on the edges here and there. So just the entry point, the height, and the slope, and then there too, and then whatever we get, we get. Although then that could mean that it has a maximum or extremes like way outside of the graph. That were 100. Okay, let's do the following. This is the thing on the edge, the other edge, and then I'm not generating where the minimum and the maximum is, so the extremes, you don't have that. Starting point is an afterthought, if you ask me. Let's delete that too. Do that at the end. Definitely don't, oops, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do this. We need a slope dist. I'm just going to put all the dists at the top, I think. These are the height. Okay, maybe not. So now it's a left edge instead of extreme. Hey, the abbreviation work for me. No, never use abbreviations unless you're running a test, not the real code. Yeah, okay, so this is going to give me angles. Let's generate an angle. So the left angle, whatever, is the slope dist. The right angle. And then I have to generate these values, derivative values from the angle. Well, the angle is, so this is the aton, right? Standard aton left angle. Yeah, and then I want to have my extremes being visible. So really, after this initialization, I want to get the position of the extremes if they exist. Now we have the math, but that's not important, right? What is important is what is a general but convenient API to use. So I could use an array, pass two references, pass an array pointer. Yeah. I could set the pair. Yeah, no way. Let's say return an array. So I'm gonna have an array. But if there is no extremes, I need to know that too. Maybe I'm passing the array as a reference in to the number of extremes, which is usually either 0 or 2. Unless they are exactly equal, then maybe it could be 1. Is cubic. Yeah, get extremes. Done. Yeah. And passing the array. That looks like good API, I think so. Let's put the smallest extreme in the. I mean, these are just the x coordinates, right? Yeah, it returns the x coordinates of the extremes. Maybe I should do this. Say that. No. Anyway, the smallest x value goes in index 0. Okay, so what I really want to do is to make sure that both extremes fall within the min max, but then even not really on the edge, even definitely not on the edge. So So if I would put them on the edge, then it would just be the smallest value of what it was, and extremes 0. But if that is needed, then I want min to be even smaller. So that is dictated purely by this one. So I should subtract something from this value. And I guess add something to that value. And that is then a tenth of the width that we get at the end. Ouch. So after we do this, including having those values, I can subtract that from that, and then fill that in here. It's a recursive dependency. That ain't easy. Well, let's call it width. So then in the end, width is going to be I think you just can't know, or I need an hour to calculate that. Let's do it more or less. It doesn't need to be super accurate. I'm just going to set it to the larger value of let's say so is a semi recursive thing. I just begin with width 0 and then we calculate the width from that. Yeah, I guess I could put this in a loop. No, good enough. Okay, so let's have a look how that looks. Oh, I didn't implement get extremes yet. Whoops. So get extremes takes reference to this array here. Get extremes, define that on cubic polynomial. I have initialize. Let's do that here. Int get extremes. Extremes out. Okay, and then I have to steal the code again from here, I think. Tune back to the wrong file. So we have a discriminator that is less than 0, then there are no solutions at all. Return 0. If d equals 0, then there's exactly one solution. Yeah, do that later. This file. This is the code for the maximum and minimum. Yeah, that should work. Or not. Undeclared identifier D. C is undeclared. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna use this scroll using C and B and everything. D. I had D. Let's do D again. Nope. What did I type there? Square root. Oh, okay. Well, it's only a namespace math. It's QRT. Yeah. His name says math, but I apparently did never include. Okay. Let's play this again. And that looks nice. Yep. So now apparently this is generated. Height and slope are generated on the edge. Or not. And it made it wider. We don't know what happens. Yeah. Look, here's one without a minimum or maximum. Brilliant. So now at least we get both kinds. Yeah, they're all okay. Now we have no. It's always minimum and then maximum. I want to see the other way around as well. Okay, there's the other way around. And then this again, and then shocking. Okay, I see a minimum, I don't see a maximum. So either there is no maximum, which is incredibly unbelievable, or my code doesn't work. Sorry, you have to do one more space. This is the cubic. Surely that has a minimum and a maximum. Okay, so this is positive, so we go to plus infinity. If we go here to infinity, so this is not going down, so this is going up. So the maximum is on this side here. By the looks of it, very far to the left. Where it is, I don't even care. Why did it go wrong? How fast can I reproduce this? Twenty times the spacebar. Can we print an array here? Oh, surely I must have added support for that somewhere. Out of the box. What function are we looking at? I don't see it. 17 and the other one is at 0.4. So why is this 10? Oh, because the 17 is here. The smallest one had to go first at the first position. That's what I assumed that would happen. But apparently that's not happening. Aha. In that case, why is that not happening? This is not necessarily the minimum. Well, actually, this is the minimum. I think one of the minimum and the other one is the maximum. Yeah, but then they still can be different, right? Okay. Problem solved anyway. Shall I just swap them? You can be smart and look at the value of coefficient 3, I think. You have to assign them in different if the sign of this thing is different. Oh well, let's do that. Let's do that. Smart description would be the left, yeah? The left extreme. The left extreme index? No, wait a minute. No. Yeah. The first one, let's use this as index here. So then this is the left extreme, because I want 0 to be the left extreme. But it's not what I get. No. Okay. But the reasoning is as follows. If this is positive, then this is the smaller value, because we subtract a positive value. The square root is a positive value. So the sign of this thing doesn't matter, and then we subtract something that is positive. We divide it by a positive number, therefore it is smaller. So if this is positive, then the last line is the left one. And I wanted to have the left one in index 0. So if it is positive, I want this. Yeah, it was minimum maximum, so that's what it was. So this is like the minimum then, probably, right? The minimum. Yes, and it is because And in this case, we had the minimum in the second one. So I'm going to give that, and then that must be 1 if this is positive. Minimum is already an extreme. Minimum index doesn't sound like, more like the index of the minimum, or not? What do you think? Yeah, I think index minimum is slightly more understandable. And now more or less 50, now more than 50%, because I actually thought about it. But I can still make a mistake, of course. But I think this is correct, and then you can see that immediately in the result. I just have to type 20 spaces again. Oh, I forgot to count them. Oh, yeah. Let's go slower. Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. I didn't see it anymore because I was looking for something that looked like this, but yeah. Since it now works, didn't run into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this is the one. Yeah, 0.45 and 17 something. Yep. So now they are sorted. Not 0.45, 0.42. But now they are ordered the correct order. So I did it correct. And still we get stuff. So at least if there's a minimum and a maximum, now you see both. I can hardly believe that this distance is 10% of the whole width. Is it? Let's make that 20% then, because it's ridiculously close still. Dramatically few that don't have a maximum and a minimum. You would expect that 50% is like that, or not? No, maybe not. Yeah, that was one, and then they went over it. It's a bit not enough, I think. But yeah, as long as they happen sometimes. Give me one. Looks like a... Why is the slope always pointing in the same direction? Oh, because I generate a slope and then I widen my window so I see both the minimum and the maximum. That's why the slope is, well, literally always opposite. Yeah, there is one that does not have a minimum or maximum. Yeah, does not happen very often. But it happens. Now, let's make these angles a tiny little bit smaller. I'm going to generate, now what am I working on? Gradient descent. I could do to the power 3. Squeeze it. Just minus standard power to 1/3. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, who cares? Don't think, just type it in. So now we have more often a more narrow, maybe I should not use this, but a normal distribution. It's actually not a bad idea. But yeah, no, I typed this, so that's good. What else did I want to change? No, nothing, I think. This should already give me a lot more, I think, more often. No, probably not. Probably not at all. No, might as well not do silly then. Okay, yeah. It's getting late. I think I'm gonna stop. It is interesting. So we have The third degree is just this, and there is no minimum. And therefore it jumps to minus 8.7, which is the vertex of the parabola fit through these points. These 2 points are super close together. I think the 0 and the 1 are just the same place almost. Is that true? Yeah. It went from minus 17.937 to minus 17.922. Why? Well, there's the normal gradient descent. So my learning rate is 0.1, and then the derivative here is pretty 1-ish. No, even less, right? It's like 100th. What is the derivative here? Okay, derivative is like a tenth, and then again times a tenth for the learning rate, and then you have a step of 100th. So that's why they're so close together. Now here, because you don't care where we go to the nearest one, so we should go to the maximum. It goes to minus 10. It's not going to the maximum. Why? Okay, that's weird. It's going to the left. Oh, I'm passing down here. So we do want to find the minimum. Why is that actually? I'm just passing down all the time, apparently. Okay, shouldn't do that for the very first thing. Find extreme. Well, it's not here. It's an algorithm. Down. It should be unknown. And what I really wanted to know is that this assert will never fail. I mean, if you look at the code, it shouldn't. But you know, I'm feeling so insecure these days. I think that if this one is called, even if both undecided and unknown, then still afterwards H direction is always set, so not undecided. And I wanted to check that. So now we have random curves and random starting positions, and then we test 100 of them. And then that is not enough, 100. But I run this a million times and it still doesn't crash. That's good enough. It's probably good, you know? Probably. Shall I play a game of chess? I can't play chess, right? You know that. But bleep. Oh, the puzzle of the day looked interesting as well, actually. Let's do a puzzle after this game. No matter if I lose or win. I'll lose, but, well, no matter anyway. Yay, I did a pre-move. Oh, what the F? Oh, how shall we punish that? Guess I could castle long and then do a king attack, assuming he's going to castle short. Because this is a weakness. What do you think I will do now? Ridiculous move. think I'm laughing. What kind of position is this? Come on, it is impossible. Impossible. You can take here. Whoopsie. Did not do it. Push, take, 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 take. And that is still protected. But then I have a fork here. Looks like a good move. Immediately doing something about a fork. 3 times attacked, twice protected. If I take here, I'm threatened to take this, but no longer with check. I think I'm gonna use my rook. No, I could push it. That's nasty. I don't like that. But if I take here, I can take here. It's also not good. And I'm again half the time down. Yeah, it's pushing it. Oh, that was stupid. Why am I so stupid? Yeah, he takes that with attack on my rook. So I can't take that one. No entrance. Come here, come here, come here. Move the king closer. No, you want to go forward. Oh, so lame. Yeah, now I can give up, can I not? Is there still hope? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, that way we have hope. Definitely hope here. Big mistake. I still have a tempo here, right? No, I was going to do the puzzle of the day. Because there's only pawns here, so it is interesting. I think that if I do not take that pawn back, then he's gonna take my pawn and then promote. And I don't have a mate or anything. Or I could move my pawn 2 up and he's just gonna take it and get 2 queens. Or I can move it 1 up, then he goes there, I'm too late. I just have to take it. Clearly. Yeah, now the problem is, I think his king cannot move. If the king moves, I take this pawn. That would be good. If he moves this one, I take it and promote very quickly. If he moves this one, also take it, and then the next move I move it. So let's say he moves this, I take, he goes there, I move, king goes here, I take this on, he moves, take, and I'm 2 pawns up. That should win. If we move this one up, and he goes there, and I take and he takes, then I'm too late. That's not good. Maybe like this. Tick, 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 tick. Do not have much in. Gonna make a triangle here. I can make a triangle here, so that it wouldn't work, would it? Well, actually, if I go away from this pawn and then he goes backwards, then I can push this pawn. But then where to go? There or there? Suppose you go here. This pawn moves up, I just give check. No, I lose that pawn. Shit. It's also not good. Or maybe you can, if my king is here and the pawn is here and he cannot go back. So he has to leave this row, maybe you can go there. So say, I don't know, c5, take. Even if he goes there and I push this pawn, he can't push, because then I'm just promoting. So he has to take, and then these 2 pawns are, all those pawns are gone, and my king is completely winning, of course. So this is the move for it. Yay, that was correct. This puzzle was 1566. I thought it was quite difficult. Okay, one more. Now a real puzzle. 2500 puzzle. This move for white. Well, certainly not the bishop, otherwise I get a fork here and lose my pawn. Promoting and is giving it away, is that an option? Probably not. King could go here, trap the knight. But yeah, black just promotes. I can hardly stop it with the bishop. It doesn't look good at all. No, this is just giving a pawn away, so I guess I have to move the king. Going this way doesn't look good because it also starts walking. Although I can stop it. Stop it on this square, because it's exactly this way. But then he just picks up my pawn, right? Then my bishop is on this diagonal. Could put it on this diagonal. Could put the bishop here actually and defend that. Let's see, so they go forward and he moves and I go here and he moves again and he go there. And he attacks my pawn and he go there. And then he sets a knight there or sooner, I don't know. And then he goes there and the knight can go here or check. And I go there and then, oh, so the knight is nothing anymore. The knight does nothing, okay, I go here, the knight goes there. Okay, I promote, I win the knight, and then, is my bishop stopping everything? Maybe. Yeah, well, if I want to win this, then I'm pretty sure I have to go with my king this way. I'm gonna try either this one. Well, this is probably not good. Means one of these. Why not there? Then he goes here, and then I have to go there, and he goes there, and I have to go here. And then I get a fork on my bishop, on the king and the bishop. I'm gonna try going here. That is good. Okay, so now I can go even closer, I suppose. Can also play the bishop now. But then if the king goes here and he plays this, I have to win the game with that one, I think. Or not. Can I just win knight now? Suppose I go here and the king goes there and I go here. Not even threatening to win the knight. Well, only by promoting. I can't lose this. I can't lose this pawn. No way. I'm not going to lose it anyway, actually. So suppose I go here. And he moves, so I go here. And then the king goes here. And then I do stuff, but eventually the pawn moves. The pawn has to move, and then I have to go here to stop it, and then the king takes my pawn. Ouch. So I go here. If I immediately go here, and the king goes here, then I'm already too late. Oh, wait a minute. No, then I can take the pawn with the king. So going immediately here is probably better. If now I go here, I cannot take that anymore. So he could just push it forward. And then I have to attack it. And then he could attack this pawn. And then I lose this pawn. And if you go here immediately, he cannot push it because it's just a free pawn. And he cannot go there because then I take this and he moves the pawn again. Then I stop it, and if then he attacks my pawn, I can defend it. the way I said. So I think this is now necessary. Whoa. Yeah, well, I think it stops too soon. It's by far not clear yet. Let's see what the engine says of it. For example, well, okay, so let's say I give check. Then, yeah, I'm just what I'm doing then. Going that way, I guess. Yep. And then the knight is attacked, and if he goes somewhere, then I just promote, so I have to go back. And then I could attack it again. Yes. Check, and then I go here. And then I win the knight. Or, if you just ignore that there. If you move this, then I just take it. Whoops, wait a minute. I can't do that. Well, that's why it's good. Oh, that's why it's good. So if it goes here, I just take this one, yep. You can't go here because of this. Okay. So, yeah, it's in Zugzwang. This is kind of the only move. And then I can get closer with a check on the knight. I thought I was even winning if say, black could skip a move now. Let's try that. Suppose you go here. And he does that. And then black does... Then I go here. Now black is to move. Well, I'm not standing here. Wait a minute. How can I make black to move? Black is to move. I want to have my king here. What did I want to do? This is losing. That's true. Can never move forward. Of course, going back with the bishop is best. Except in this position. Yeah, I'm not convinced I actually saw it. In the end, it's a good thing. I'm going to go to bed.